Okay, please don't change the channel. I'm not American. Don't kill me. I'm Canadian. So yesterday I went to Tim Hortons, which is the equivalent of like Starbucks or something. You can get breakfast there. It's a staple of Canada. I live in downtown Toronto. Anyways, the guy ahead of me in line finally gets to the cashier, and he's just like talking and slowly taking his time to decide what his order is. And I'm sure you can relate to this. And I'm just thinking, this effing loser, you know? He finally gets, this is probably like his only social interaction for the day because he's such a loser. So he's going to milk it for all he gets. And he's going to try to stay as long as he can and talk to the cashier as long as he can because it makes him feel special. It's the only time in his day where he feels special. And he has no awareness of all the people in line behind him. Now, why do I bring this up? Because that guy was none other than Rian Johnson. Not literally, but he was the exact same guy. A guy who wants attention, and F you, if you're in line behind him. He wants to be the star of the show. This is his moment to shine. Oh, you like Star Wars? I love Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. Well, too bad, because Rian Johnson is going to put his signature all over it. And he's going to, in fact, put his ego in front of it. So he's going to block. Basically, you're going to try to watch a Star Wars movie, and he's going to stick his head in front of the TV. Just like the guy in the lineup, Rian Johnson is saying, no. This is not about the lineup behind me. This is not about me boring the cashier or the audience. This is not about Star Wars. This is not about coffee. This is about me. He should have titled it Star Wars, The Rian Johnson. Or Rian Johnson, a Star Wars movie. Or Rian Star Johnson Wars, but mostly Rian Johnson. Come to think of it, and I also know that guy, because that guy is also Taika Waititi, right? This is not about Thor. This is about me. This is about me to the point where I'm going to put myself in the movie call it Thor, the Korg story. Korg. It was really the Korg movie. Oh, I don't give a shit about Thor's powers. I'll change them whenever I feel like it. I don't care what the story is. Oh, you know what? You know what the story is? The story is me. Another one of these pricks is Michael Bay. Right? Just like Star Wars, Transformers was my childhood passion that lives on in my adulthood. I'm 47. I'm still obsessed with Generation 1 Transformers, Star Wars. I don't know, original Star Wars. Let's call it real Star Wars. Michael Bay, he gets the Transformers movie and he says, okay, for number one, screw the Transformers, don't care. We understand that I gotta put them in so that I can call it Transformers, but instead, I just want to have lots of military guys running around acting macho, buildings exploding because I like that. I happen to like that, and hot chicks because I'm very shallow. Now I think Rian Johnson fancies himself to be a little bit of an artist, even though it's very laughable, right? But he's deluded enough to think that he's a little bit of an artist. But Michael Bay is more like, no, screw it. I'm not making art here. I'm making a damn fun ride, a roller coaster of a movie. For myself, for all my shallow enjoyments, pleasures, like explosions and bombs. And I don't understand Transformers, so I'm not going to really concentrate on them too much. And when I do concentrate on them, I'm going to put my signature on them. I'm going to change their very nature so that they no longer resemble what everybody loved about them. Because they shouldn't love... This isn't about them, it's about me. Because, watching Transformers back when it came out, I was thinking, like, why? Why couldn't you have, included the original characters? Why did you have to deviate from the original story? Like, what? You could have just told the story that was the original story. Why? And the answer is, his ego. His ego said, no, I can make it even better. I have to do my version of it. just like Rian Johnson said, yeah, well, Luke Skywalker, yeah, he's not all that. In fact, I'm going to show you how stupid he is. Or I'll either make him better or I'll make him worse, but I'm not going to let him be who he is. So he gave us a series of movies called Transformers, but where the only thing that even resembled Transformers was Optimus Prime in the Optimus Prime voice, and everything else was nonsense and invented new Transformers that never had existed before and were ridiculous and they were all the same color, they were all boring. Because just like Star Wars, Transformers is not a movie that's very easy to screw up. It's all there for you. So the only way you're going to screw it up is if your ego is so big, you got to like basically stick your head in front of in the way. Put your ego in between the audience and the movie, blocking them from enjoying the movie. Like, you've got $100 million to make a movie about cars that turn into robots, and you can't make that entertaining for an hour? You know, you give me $100, I'll entertain you for an hour just for $100, and I don't even need special effects. I'll just juggle or something. If Rian Johnson was the guy who was never invited to the cool kids table or to come to the cool kids parties, Michael Bay's the guy who somehow got into the cool kids party, but then just got really bitter that none of the hot chicks were into him, and so then he ended up crashing the party. I've done that before. I've been that guy before. But Michael Bay is always that guy. Like, he is that guy. I've gotten the girl once or twice. This guy's never gotten the girl. Then there's this other breed of doorknob, Bret Ratner. He directed and ruined X-Men 3 in particular. This is the guy, he doesn't care about putting his ego in. He just wants to drug the girl at the party. In case you don't know the story, he was basically banned from Hollywood for SHing women, being a womanizer. This is a guy who got into filmmaking because he thought it would help him get laid and make money, and that's all. And so he was happy to do any movie at all. He didn't care about the movies he made. He just did a competent job, and he delivered on time, and he minded his P's and Q's, and he made very low passion projects like the Hannibal, Red Dragon, and X-Men: The Last Stand. This is like one of those coworkers that we've all had, who only is there to make the money and get out, and basically does almost like the crappiest job, and makes you do most of the work, and doesn't care at all about servicing the customers, right? He's just there for the money, cash grab, and that's it. So those are the 3 directors I hate the most. I'm glad this one was banned from Hollywood. I hope Michael Bay and who's the other one? It's funny, he's so forgettable. Rian Johnson, I hope they get banned for other reasons, mainly for sucking at making movies. Taika Waititi, he's up there too, and hopefully he's barred. Hopefully he's never going to be allowed to make another big budget movie. Honorable mention to Eli Roth, who is not the worst director, but not for lack of trying. He just was never given a franchise to destroy. But he's another no-talent guy. He's more akin to Bret Ratner, where he's more interested in getting laid and being a celebrity and making money. Well, I don't think he's so much into making money. He's more interested in being famous. But like Bret Ratner, there's absolutely zero passion in any of the movies he makes. So in conclusion, these guys are all people that you've met. They're the most annoying people you've ever met, and they're all over the place. And please like this video because I'm not American, so don't hate me. I'm Canadian.